Oceans and Mountains of Happiness. I'm Cheryl Wolver with Susan Weed's Wise Woman Forum here on the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica. I just spent the last week with Susan and 12 other wise women in Susan's wellness adventure here in Costa Rica. The dancing goddess pose is a position that keep flexibility in the spine so that we can swim these warm, salty waters. And it also creates strength in the legs to climb into these jungly mountains and visit the butterflies and the howler monkeys and all of the birds that are in these jungle lands here. It's just gorgeous. We take the feet wider than hip width apart and move the toes away from one another. We begin to bend the knees, and as we begin to bend the knees, we want to make sure that we're taking the knees out towards the little toe side of the foot, so the knees aren't going in like this. So as we bend the knees, the toes move out, and this creates length back here in the back body. We push the feet into the ground and we come back up because we want to get used to this movement first. Now, as we begin to bend the knees, we know the knees are going to go out towards the little toe side. We drop the tailbone and we lift the pubic bone as we do this. So we're creating a little bit more movement here and a little bit more of a focus. Push the feet into the ground, coming back up. Now think or imagine that your spine is growing long and that your head is reaching up and towards the sky as you bend the knees, dropping the tailbone and lifting the pubic bone. And once the legs are warm, we place the hands on the knees. Dancing goddess pose takes the twist to the left. Lots of length in the spine here. Inhale. Exhale. We twist to the right. Taking a deep forward bend. And we take this movement back and forth with the breath until we feel our spine become nice and warm. We come forward, push the hands into the knees, drop the tailbone and lift your pubic bone. The arms come out to the sides. We bend the elbows. Turn to look at your elbows and make sure they're not too far forward or too far back. Then we take an elbow to the knee, taking another dance move, goddess dancing pose. You can do this, you can take your arms, straighten out the spine, side to side, just as long as you keep the knees bent. When we feel our legs have had enough, our spine is nice and flexible, we push the feet into the ground, bring the feet back together, back to mountain pose, and we're ready to go play. Thank you for joining me here in Costa Rica. Namaste.